What was a Civil War bivouac? Imagine soldiers in the middle of a fierce campaign, suddenly needing a place to rest without the luxury of a proper camp. That's where a bivouac comes into play. It was a temporary spot where soldiers set up camp during active fighting or marches. Unlike permanent camps with tents or buildings, a bivouac was often just a patch of ground with minimal shelter. Soldiers would sleep out in the open or use whatever they could find like branches, leaves, or blankets to stay warm and dry. The word bivouac comes from military traditions and was used by both Union and Confederate armies. These camps didn't last long, sometimes only for a night or two. Soldiers carried their bedrolls, which included blankets and personal items, to make sleeping more comfortable. Some soldiers shared shelters made from shelter halves, which were half tents that needed men to put together. These makeshift shelters weren't always good at keeping out rain or wind, so conditions could be pretty uncomfortable. Bivouacs were common after marches or battles when armies needed to rest quickly. They often set up near the front lines, so soldiers could stay close to the fighting. Because there were no permanent structures, soldiers had to be resourceful. They cooked food over open fires and gathered in small groups for warmth and company. These moments in the bivouac were tough but also showed how soldiers supported each other through shared hardships. Living in a bivouac meant routines were disrupted and comfort was scarce. Soldiers faced cold, rain, and dirt, but they learned to adapt. They kept their gear close, stayed alert for orders, and relied on their fellow soldiers for support. The experience of bivouacking was a big part of soldier life during the Civil War, shaping how they interacted and endured tough conditions. So, a Civil War bivouac was more than just a temporary camp. It was a place where soldiers faced the realities of war head-on, using their ingenuity to survive and stay ready for whatever came next.